We are going to do an example of inverted pleats. And so we're going to make a little mock-up of a pattern here on this piece of regular copy paper. So I'm going to start by just saying, let's write what we're doing at the top. And then we're going to start on the left-hand side, and we're going to use a ruler. A gridded ruler is easiest. You're going to draw one line 1.5 inches from the left-hand side of the paper. And then we're going to draw 8 more lines 1 inch apart after that. So you're going to have 9 lines total. One more. Alright, then we're going to label our lines by writing fold or placement. So this will be a fold line, and this will be a placement line. And then it'll be fold lines, so I'll just put F, F, P, F, F, P, and then F. So what we're doing is we're folding on these lines and then pressing them towards the placement line. So I draw arrows, and that's how you see it on regular tissue patterns as well. Arrows telling you where to fold the fold line to the placement line. So I draw arrows like this, and we're going to make 3 inverted pleats. One, two, three. My fabric, and I'm laying it on top of my paper, and then I'm just going to cut little small slits where the lines are. You don't want to cut too deep, because then you're going to see your cut when you go to sew the pleats. So you're just going to do this all the way around, and then take your fabric and your pattern over to the ironing board with you. Alright, so first we're going to find our slits on either side and fold it straight across and press it in. That's our fold line. So if we're looking at our pattern over here, that's this first line right there. And we're going to take that and place it at the next set of slits. So hopefully you've cut deep enough so you can see it, but not too deep to where it's going to be shown when you sew it. So neatly press it into place, and then we're going to fold on the next line. So we'll find our next set of slits, press it, and then put that into place, meeting back with the previous placement line. And we're going to keep doing that all the way across. So then we're going to have 3 pleats that are all the same size. So here we have the next ones, which are another fold line. So I'm going to press that into place. Be really neat with your pressing, otherwise it's easy to lose track of where they go, and then they start to look uneven. So then that gets pressed to the placement line. The next ones are fold, and they go back to the original, and so on. So now I have all of my pleats pressed, and then I pinned each one. You don't necessarily have to do that, but I was trying to be really precise with how I creased them and want to sew them, so I have every single part pinned. So I'm just going to sew a 5/8 inch seam, of course back stitching at the beginning and the end so it stays. Just be careful that these little folds don't get turned the wrong way as you're sewing. to take these out as I go. And then, of course, cut your threads. And that's all there is to the inverted pleat example. So just gonna look like this. And of course, if we've done it exactly right, with all of these meeting exactly, then these should be meeting on the back as well. And so you should have 2 inverted pleats there. The confusing thing is, technically, these are box pleats, these 2 sticking out. And all the ones that go in, here, here, and here, those are the inverted pleats. So it gets a little tricky back and forth between box pleats and inverted pleats. But we're calling this our inverted pleat sample with 1, 2, 3 inverted pleats.